How many of you guys are in a dating relationship? Just raise your hand. Okay, just curious. How many of you would like to be in a dating relationship? Okay? Okay? How many of you look forward to someday being married to somebody? Okay, yeah. Me too. Me too. Don't tell my wife though. Okay? We're not going to talk, and I'm not going to give you any tips about dating tonight, okay? No, I know. No. Even with the stud that I am, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I want to talk about something else, okay? I wish I had 18 hours to actually talk to you about this, but it's something very serious, okay? What are some of the advantages of dating? Just throw answers out. Yeah. Someone to be there for you. What?
Making out.
Making out? Yeah! What else?
What's that?
No morning breath.
Oh, okay.
No comment. Okay, what else? What are some of the other advantages?
No morning breath.
No morning breath. Okay? What else? Someone to spend time with. What else? Someone to spend your money on. Yeah. I know when I was dating my wife, I was the poorest guy in my youth group. Because my girl, yeah, tell you about it. Brother, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. I worked hard, and she got all the glory. And the McDonald's she could eat. So, what are some of the disadvantages, though, of dating? No money. Worry.
Pressure to go farther than you want to.
Pressure to go farther than you want to.
Cheaters.
Pressure. Cheaters.
Jealousy.
Jealousy. Getting nagged at. By who? If you want counseling, I will stay after. We'll talk. Okay. How many of you would say that you're Christians? Raise your hand. Okay. I am very encouraged to see those hands up. I am so fanatically excited to see those hands. The issue I want to talk about this evening, though, is this. There comes a time in our lives that we need to go from a dating relationship with God to a completely committed relationship with God. And this is paramount in our lives. Okay? We talked about some of the advantages of dating. Okay? We have companionship. We have someone to spend our money on. We have, this excitement that's there. We like dating. We get to know that person during that time. And it's all happy, happy, joy, joy. But what happens when you break up? It gets sad. It gets depressing. It gets what? Heartbroken. And the thing is, so many times, and I was here, in my own life, I find myself dating God rather than being completely sold out to Him and living for Him. Instead, I would take my life and I would sit there and live the way I thought I wanted to. I would sit there and say, okay, I'm going to do the things I want to do because I think those will please God. When in actuality, Scripture tells us what we need to do to truly please God. Our verse this evening comes from Romans chapter 12. I want you to listen very carefully to what this says. Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as living sacrifices, holy and pleasing to God. This is your spiritual act of worship. Do not conform any longer to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you'll be able to test and approve what God's will is for you, His good, pleasing, and perfect will. How many of you want to do something awesome with your life? Okay. How many of you just want to throw it alongside the road and hope something picks it up? No hands. You were made to be unique. There is no one like you. And God has fashioned you to bring Him glory.